So I was taking a shower earlier. It happens occasionally. And I was thinking to myself, what animals could I fight in gladiatorial combat and win? So, and this is just me, all right? No weapons. I'm not bringing swords or bows and arrows. I'm not pulling out the rocket launcher, all right? I just got my two weapons, all right? Righty and Sir Reginald Jarvis Wendelton the Elder. So, what could I defeat in gladiatorial combat? So, microbes, I think I could handle any microbe, because this is one-on-one, remember? So, I can't really step on a microbe, but this is one single bacteria cell or one amoeba, and all it'll get into my system, and the white blood cells will take over. They'll tap in, they'll do their thing. I think I could probably win against a single microbe cell. Now, the next level, the next tier above that, we get into like the insects. You get into the dangerous stuff, like the bullet ants or those giant centipedes. It might be able to sting me, and then I'll die from the poison, but before I die from the poison, I could just step on it or something like that. Worst case scenario, we both die and it's a draw, and I still count that as a win. I don't have a lot of wins under my belt, but I'll still count that as a win. So, on above that, so like rabbits, I could probably fight. Fish, I could fight. Bigger fish, like if it's a great white shark, I think I could probably handle it if it's on land. I just like walk around it or just wait an hour. But if we're in water, I'm kind of royally boned there. I mean, maybe if it's a bigger thing, like if it's a sperm whale or like a blue whale or like Cthulhu or something and it's on land, then maybe not. I might still be screwed then. But, you know, if we're in the water, I can't swim anyway, so I'm kind of screwed regardless. But, so, above that, so back onto land, all right? Coyotes, I think I could fight a coyote. They're not that big. They're not... It can bite me all it wants, but a good solid kick or something like that, really throw down with it. I think I could probably win there. A deer, all right, a deer. So here's what you do with a deer. All right, you get pro fighting tips from your boy Rubidium here. All right, you wait until the deer charges, gets to like here, then you jump to the side, you trip it with your foot, and while it's on the ground there, you hit him with one of these. Anything bigger than that, like a moose or an elk, I'm not going to be fighting that. Like, I'm kind of screwed if I end up in a room with a moose. But, so, bigger stuff like that, no. A bear, I'm not fighting a bear. Alligators, alright, I know there's people that wrestle alligators and crocodiles. I'm not one of them. I've never tried, but you can call it a good intuition, all right? Great apes, all right, the close relatives, okay? A gorilla, so what you do with a gorilla, all right, you fake a right, you hit him with a left, and then you fucking die because you're not winning a fight against a gorilla, all right? Arnold Schwarzenegger is not winning a fight against a gorilla, so... an orangutan, I could probably fight one of those, but it'd be kind of like fighting a pothead. I mean, you could do it, but then you just feel like a dick afterwards. So, like a chimpanzee, I'm not fighting a chimpanzee, alright? I'm just not doing it. I've heard the stories, okay? I'll fight anything. I'll fight the fucking gorilla rather than a chimpanzee, alright? I've heard the nightmares, alright? I've seen the stories in the news, alright? I know what those things are capable of, alright? Maybe like spider monkeys or something, the little tiny fucking things. I could fight those, just... I don't know. They don't seem that terrifying. The bigger ones are a little scarier. Maybe you get like a meth head to fight those or something like that. I don't know. Not me. What else is there? Bison, I don't think I'm going to fight a bison, obviously. I'm not one of those dumbass tourists at Yellowstone that try to take a selfie next to a bison and then they're somehow surprised that they get thrown into the air. Like, I'm not that dumb. I have at least 3 functioning neurons, so we're good there. Horse, I don't think I could fight a horse. A camel, I don't really want to fight a camel either, because I heard this story about a guy in like Egypt or Saudi Arabia or somewhere. He left a camel out all day and it started to get pissed off, obviously. And then when he came back, it like grabbed onto him and ripped his fucking head off. So I'm not fighting a camel either. Like hippos and rhinos and elephants, all right. I don't think I need to explain that one. If you think you can fight an elephant, you do that. All right. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'll let Darwinism do its thing. So, birds, I think I could fight any bird. All right, you can tell me about how this eagle has like an 8-foot wingspan and it can dive at 250 miles an hour. All you gotta do, you gotta get a well-timed uppercut and like half its bones are broken. I mean, it's still a bird at the end of the day. Like, it's got hollow bones. If it tries to clamp onto you, you just give it one of these, a solid one of these, you know, suplex it or something, I don't know, but then this is all you gotta do. I mean, it's a bird at the end of the day. A pigeon, a goose, a Canadian goose, people are always afraid of those. I don't know what the big deal is. Like, it's got the weird ass tongue with the thorns on it, but so what you do with those is you wait till it clamps down onto your foot, you grab it by the back of the neck, alright, you give it a solid crank, and then you just fucking slam your hand onto my desk there like that. But I think they're just like bluffing. They're like the one kid on the playground who tries to pick a fight with a teenager, I think. So yeah, I'm pretty confident with any birds, alright? You know, I don't know what else is there. I'm not an animal person, but yeah, I mean, granted, I'm not that intimidating of a person myself. You know, maybe if I got time to, maybe I can upgrade my list of things I could fight if I get time to, you know, bulk up before I pull into the San Diego Zoo ready to open up a can of whoop ass. But, you know, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll figure out how many animals I can beat up in a fight, alright? This is critical information. Mankind needs to know how much this random guy can fight animals, alright? In gladiatorial combat, we'll open the Coliseum again. We'll get that whole thing started. There we go. That's my future career plan. I'm going to fight animals in the Coliseum like the good old days. Until then,